So you have a good double leg takedown, right? Wrestling. So we're squared up. You do your double leg takedown. Alright. So now the fight's on the ground. Alright. First thing I want to do, because people get beat up in the guard, look, he has his punch, he has a base, you know, boom, right? So I'm covering, pull him in, and keep this here, right? Right here. Keeping this tucked, keeping this pinched, and this arm is immobilized. If he starts hitting with his other hand, my head is covered by his own head. Yeah. And if he goes to the ribs, right, I'll switch the head and control this arm. And we can go back and forth. His thing is he's gonna be wanting to swim in, make this space. Maybe he'll do a cross face and help make that space. And this can go into a sweep, right? But this is where we're gonna call this stage one, right? We're gonna call that stage one. I'm staying down. I'm gonna show you. You got a double A takedown, Jeff? Let's see how you would take. We're on the street, so he did a good wrestler's takedown technique. You don't have a takedown, right? So you're gonna go for what you know on the street. So you grab me to throw me on the ground. All right. Go ahead. Now, whatever you would do.
Here, I'll try a double leg first.
Whatever you would do. Whatever you do would get the guy down on the street. All right. So we're on the ground. All right. I have guard here. So let me spin so we can see the camera. So this is what I was showing you, so Mo can see, right? I got this here, and I want to overhook an arm. I want to keep this pinched. I don't want to. You can. There's techniques you can do, especially if he has a gi or something. There's techniques you can do with this, but for the most part, we just want to keep this like this. Keep this here, right? I'm hiding my head from this hand. So he wants to punch me in that, and I'm head with that hand, right? But if he goes to the ribs, I'm gonna switch and trap this arm, right? He starts with the other hand, switch. That's how we switch to stage one. All right, he starts to swim in, I swim in, all right? If he starts to swim in with his free hand, I can switch the head and swim. All right, okay. Trap this arm, and I'm keeping him close again because if he can posture up, he can rain down punches and elbows. All right, and to stop that, I got my cover. I just pull my knees like I'm doing a reverse crunch. Yeah, and this I'm hooking the head. He wants to pull up. I'm staying with him, right? Sometimes you can get a guy that's really strong, he can stand up with you. Okay. And in that case, if that happens, just put your feet down. Now you're standing again. And he also just did all that work to get you on the ground. Now he's doing a whole lot of more work to stand you up with him on you. With his body weight, he's doing more work. He's doing more work. Right? He's already starting. All right. Just put your hands down. And maybe you get your chance to do your takedown, which we'll get into later. But, all right. So, minus the takedown. Let's see you guys do that stage one.
All right. You want to start, or you want? I can start.
Yeah. So, traditionally, the older person or the higher ranking would go first, do the technique first. So, if there's any like. Oh, well, do you want to go or do I want to go? Look, who's on? You're hooking the head, right? Most try to swim in.
Like, should I be locking my legs?
Yeah, right. Closed guard. This is closed guard. You want him high on his back. tries to swim in. Get that one. He's trying to posture up. You know, just use like a reverse crunch. You pull your knees to your chest. And then switch it up. Overhook the arm, yeah. The side that your head is on, that's the arm that you overhook to control it. Because this side, with this hand, try to touch his head. He can't touch your head. When he swims in, you start to switch you change his head, you know, both hands. You can keep his head under control so he can't posture up. Try to posture up, yeah?
Yeah, that's tough.
Alright. Good. So that's stage one. And get in the habit, guys, of getting up and base. I know it's really cool that you help each other up. But get in the habit of standing in base. Standing base.
Always be defensive.
Yeah. Good practice. Good practice. Get into the habit of standing in base. It's actually, when I'm working, it's actually the easiest way to get up. I'm getting up there in age, so I need to find all the easy ways.
You're up there with Jesse.
Alright, so that's stage one. Stage two. Alright, so right here. Remember we talked about the guy starts punching in the ribs, right? Here, I'm gonna block this arm. I got my knee in the fold of this elbow, and I got, or not my knee, but my shin. And I got the back of his elbow. So he tries to get that away, right? I'm holding. This is stage 1.5. Right? The other arm, he wants to go and try to hit me with that. So now we're in stage 2. And I'm controlling his arms. Go ahead and try to hit me.
Oh, man.
Now, that's good. That's good. So, that was stage 2, right? And from there, we can go to other things, right? He could go to other things,
Yeah.
like he just did, right? But there was an answer for that. However, we're in the guard. I'm gonna get back to stage 1, right? 1.5 and 2, right? John.
So you're using 1.5 and 2 to eventually try to get back to 1.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
It could end up going to stage 3.
All right.
Or that leg, that sweep I just did. Go ahead, stand up. He stood up. I had access to both ankles. This one is a sweep, leg hook sweep, but this is when I have access to both ankles, right? And that was from stage 4, right? But we're not there yet.
Yeah, that double leg one, I'm pretty much screwed.
So here, right, he starts hitting with the ribs, right? Still controlling the head. And notice I'm basically using my forearm as a block, my shin as a block, shin block. And now doesn't have really good use of his arms right now, right? And if I grab here, it's gonna start setting up for other things. Right. that's stage 2, okay? Now, from there, it'll either go to stage 3 or goes back to stage 1, okay? So, stage 3 is when they go to their knees and they're really postured up. All right, so we're not gonna do that quite yet. Go to stage 2, trap the arms, get your arms free, swim back in, get the posture back down, break the posture again, back to stage 1.
All right.
So grab that's good, but also when you get there like that, get your feet on his hips. So bring them in, break your open. It would be an open guard, which means your feet aren't crossed, and you have his arms trapped like you did, and your heels will be on his hips, in the front.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, there you go. All right.
Yeah. It's actually spider guard. What they call spider guard. That one. But for here, monkey grip the back of that, his tricep. Yeah.
Feel pain?
Towards the elbow. and push your knees out.
Sorry, Jeff.
You're good.
Good. And controls are yes.
So when you get feet on hips, you're kind of almost using their momentum with that like pressure to pull them back in. Like when
It gets you're keeping them
at
there.
a certain
And
distance, so then
your feet will act like as a focal. Cool. You break your posture.
okay.
Bring your head back down. That makes sense.
Let's switch her up.
So yeah, when you get here,
Yeah.
use your forearm to push this down. So let go of his wrist. Just use your forearm. And then once you use your forearm to get that, then you can
Like up here, use
Yeah.
it. Oh, okay.
and then monkey grip is elbow. Yes. And put your shin right in the fold.
And then
Up his arm.
when I get the first one,
So
what am I
here,
doing again?
don't let him do the work, right? So you're just at this point you're just keeping his head
All right.
until he starts doing that. Then you trap the other
All
arm,
right.
right?
There goes the middle.
And so it's from this point he wants to swim in, try to get his hands back to your face, and since he's pushed, then you go back to stage 1. Full closed guard. Right?
One more. Now you gotta get this one.
Nice.
That's what thing is when you get those heels in.
Yeah, dude, it's like
Yeah, it's basically just rest your feet on his hips like you're stepping on them, like you're a step. Good. Excellent. Now we got the guy who manages to posture up to his knees. So Mo postures up to his knees. And I'm gonna put my knees here into his chest, and I'm posted on my shoulders, not my head, my shoulders, right? He tries to punch me, tries to hit me, he's coming in, right? But from your knees, from the knees. He's doing that from the knees. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Right, he's there. Dropping back to stage 1. Right? He starts swimming in. Right? Stage 1.5. Stage 2. He goes to the knees. Postures up. Here. Right? Controlling distance. He continues to come forward. Boom. Back to stage 1. Alright. So we're here. We end up at stage 1.5. Stage 2. He postures all the way up. Starts dropping bombs. He can't reach me. See if you can just actually, from here, but you gotta put pressure. Put pressure. This one works because he's coming in. Right? I think you actually can touch my face. Right? If he's continuing to move forward, back to stage 1. Alright?
So use the guy's momentum for when you're ready to catch him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that one, like he's coming forward, you're actually fighting. You do that stage. He's not gonna. Normally, a guy won't stand there, even just rolling. You guys use that just rolling. You know, he'll start working on some other way to pass the guard. I actually see it as an opportunity to maybe do a bullfighter pass, or just stand up, or whatever.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that. But if he does, for a moment, keep pushing forward, then you can just drop him back into stage 1, full closed guard. That's the safest place to be on your back, is full closed guard. Yeah, but just let it rest on your hips. Okay, so he postures up, and that's when you posture up. Yes. And he's still pushing forward, back to stage 1.
Almost gotta leave it down.
Yeah. And when you pull him in, guys, keep your hands here, and swim out, and grab the head. That way, you won't get headbutted with your own momentum, with your own pull. Alright, sweet. Switch up. You got switched already?
Yeah.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, look at that, we both.
This whole thing, you're controlling and managing the distance. Minimizing the damage that you're taking. Good. Alright, sweet. Let's go to stage 4. So now we're here. He starts swimming in the arms, using the arms. So I control the arms with my shins. Right? He goes to his knees. He's still pressing forward. Now come back in. He goes back to his knees again. And then stands up. So I'll drop down. Okay, so this is stage 5 at this point. Right? He backed off, stage 5. Before, he's pressing forward. But now he's on his feet. Right? He's pressing forward. He wants to get around my legs. So this is stage 4. And I have to stay with him. Right? If I get an ankle, you know, maybe I can get as this sweep. If I can get both ankles, there's this sweep as you saw already.
Yeah.
Right? And let's going back to stage 1. He's really pressing. He's not thinking about trying to get away. He just wants to hit me in the face. Right? He's not, you know. A skilled fighter is not gonna try to go through your feet like that. Somebody knows a little something. They're not gonna try to go through your feet. But there are cases, even when you're rolling, you know, with seasoned players, right? They'll let their feet rest there for a second, just to get a hold of them.
Yeah.
To try to do a bullfighter pass, get a hold of the your gi pants, pistol grip them, try to get them to the side. So when they sit there and do that, go back up, and you're able to catch one ankle, 1 or 2 ankles, because they didn't try to get rid of your feet right away. So now you got this opportunity, okay? So this is for you guys, feel it out a little bit, you know, press forward, move, stay with them, and then press forward, back to stage 1. And especially with that transition, right? So you start, make your arms like a wedge. So as he's coming down, you're moving his arms to the outside, and you're controlling his head. So you guys don't heady butt each other.
Yeah.
Right? Street fight, you guys can both get knocked out. Any kind of fight, really. So you can see. So we're here. Right? Okay, here. You know, right here. He goes to the knees. Here. He stands, goes straight to his feet. So I want to go here. Get 1 ankle, maybe 2 ankles. Right. There's that sweep. There's this sweep. Right? Or he's still pressing forward. Right? He's pressing forward. I'm going with my arms inside, making his arms go outside. Making sure his head doesn't collide with my head. Bam. Back to stage 1, full close guard. Full close guard.
So it's almost, when you're bringing them back down, it's almost twofold. You gotta watch their arms so you don't get elbowed, and their heads so you don't get head-butted.
Yep. So when you stand up is when his feet go to your hips. When you stand up, that's stage 4. Nice. And yeah, overhook. You want to make that an overhook.
Oh.
Nice. Alright, let's go to stage 5. Stage 5. Alright. So this is 5. I'm on my back. You're on your back. And the guy is following you. He's not, he doesn't want any part of your feet. He wants to go around your feet.
Oh yeah, I remember this one.
Yes.
Just circling them.
Yes. Right? This is how you say what I'm gonna do. It's easier to use this foot for some reason. Maybe these muscles are stronger than the outside muscles. But if you try to move like this, it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
So the direction he's moving, that's the foot that you have on the ground. Alright? That's the foot you have on the ground. He comes in, stage 4. Right? And basically making contact here, staying connected. Then you go back through all the other stuff. He backs up, circles, right? Whichever way he wants to circle. Let's say he backs up. Maybe he takes a pause to think, like, what am I gonna do with this guy? This is when you can stand at base. At this point, let's say I'm here. He decides to rush in, right? I got this block up here. I had a base, all right? It might be overwhelming. I might end up going back to the ground. But again, it's back to all them stages.
Yeah.
Even in the process, you're trying to stand up, and I don't quite make it. I have a little bit of base here. Go ahead and put your full weight on me. See, I had a little bit of base, all right? And if I'm still on my feet, then we can go here, you know? And if I don't, even if he overwhelms my base, boom, I collapse. I'm still, this is butterfly guard. It's another guard. But
But you're still trying to get back to
Guard.
one of those stages you feel comfortable in.
Yes.
Right?
you're getting back to the stage
Not
That
where
he's
you feel
giving you.
comfortable, but like
that he's
where
giving you, yes. Comfortable,
where you feel confident, I guess. Not comfortable. I mean, I guess you don't want to be like comfortable,
Safe.
complacent. But
safe. You want to get to where you feel safe, right? Safe, comfortable, where he can't do any damage. So it's based on what he's doing. Your stage, I don't say I want to be in stage 1, but he's standing up, right? I want to be in stage 1. Come here, get in stage 1. It doesn't work like that. So it's whatever he's giving me,
yeah.
whatever he's trying to do to me, that's what I'm responding with. Action, reaction, action, reaction. All right? So let's see you guys straight.
Do we still start at stage 1? Or
Oh yeah, just start from standing up.
All right.
I mean, the other
Yeah, I
guy.
get-
Start
I'll
from stage 5. Start from stage 5. So you're just trying to pass his feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're
Takes
saying.
a minute to get used to, right? That's stage 4, bam, full close guard. Now, in this case, this, yeah, that's sweep, double ankle sweep, right? And that'll be a pull and a push, double ankle sweep.
Trying to get a little room to talk about that.
If he pauses there, right, he's trying to do something with your feet, that's the time for the double ankle sweep. All right. But if he's putting pressure, leaning on your feet, move to stage 1. Yep. Switch it up.
So, what's the transition, Russ, once I come in on him, right? So like, say I'm out here, he's like circling me a little bit, and I go to come in, right? Finally, he gets his feet back on me. What's his transition to like make it so my arm, when he brings me back in, and he's pulled my head and arms,
All right,
like,
so
is he grabbing them?
again, no. Your arms, and when in stage 4, also you want your hips on the ground. The weight is being held between your hips,
So when I
your
come
back,
in, he's-
your back, and your heels.
So he's doing all the work.
Yep. And when he's coming in, he's blocking he's got his hands up, he's got his guards
Yeah.
up. Cause he doesn't want to get hit. You guys, their heads don't want to collide. You also want to control the arms, put them out, and start getting a hold on them. Work to that overhook.
Alright.
So it's
just
like,
as I'm coming in, he's
Yeah.
overlooking, right?
yep. So you're coming in, right? You got pressure. You're gonna fall on me, right?
Yeah.
So I've got my hands, so I'm guarding my face, guarding my head,
And blocking my arms.
and and I'm also getting ready for that overhook.
Get back.
I'm
to
getting.
stage
That's another thing. You have your hands down here. They're gonna be under. These you want overhooked, right? So you're setting them up. So go back, stand up. You're setting up for that overhook. You're blocking your head, and you're also setting up for that overhook. So you gotta be inside already to swim over on the top.
'Cause if you underhook, I can still hit you.
Yeah.
Right?
And they're not even trying. Not even trying. I'm here, my hands are here. Go ahead, lean forward. Bam! You know? Just on the dum-dum tip. So I want the hands to block, come in, wait, boom. I'm already set up, I'm grabbing the head, set up for the overhook. Boom. Alright. At this point, put your hips on the ground and push out. Now, see how he's standing right over you?
Yeah.
Then you immediately either you would be going to that sweep or pulling them back down into stage 1.
Alright.
Right?
So if they get past a certain threshold
yeah,
over
when
you,
in stage 4, you want your legs extended, knees slightly bent.
Alright.
That's stage 4.
Okay.
But once your knees start coming in, you're stage 1.
Alright.
Now this is the thing. On your back. This is why I would hang out in stage 4. Here. That's how he does get my ankle. But to get him off of your ankle.
You
right?
got a hold of my
This
leg
this
now.
is the game from stage 4 with an experienced player, right? So what I'm trying to do is either do a bullfighter pass. He's gonna turn back into me, but now I'm already working on side control, right? If it's MMA or street fight, the guy may want to do this one. Okay. But it's to pass your feet, pass your guard. He's not trying to do this number. Go ahead and extend your legs and put your hips down. Keep your legs out. Keep that. You can't push them. This is you're keeping the weight between your hips and your heels, right? To go around this, I'll go here, bam, right? So, this is what happens when you push your feet aside. Here, he wants to push my feet to the side. All right. I'm still carrying this weight, keeping this here. That's stage 4. All right. Push the other way. Right. It's the same thing. The direction I'm going, that foot that he's taking, I'm just doing a hip switch and bringing this foot like I'm doing a side kick. Right? Doing a side kick. Then I get the other foot in place. He's got the pressure on there. And then here, back to here. Alright? Let me show him. So here you push the feet. They're coming in. Boom. Right? Back to here. Alright?
Go the other way.
Alright? Try that.
I just went this way, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, see. Now, do I turn into that way, sir?
Nope, no, you had it right, yeah. Very good. Now, go ahead and go back. Come in. Let's say you're unable to get that foot in there like this, and you do just here. That's not a problem. Make a shin shield. Right? Bend your knee, bend your knee. Right? So I'm here. This is a half guard, right? Paper clip guard, they call it as well. We don't want to get into that right now, but this is where you'd be fighting from, right here, from your side. Alright?
Yeah.
And you can still block and start working on stuff from this position. Alright?
You have a little bit more leverage than.
It's just different.
Okay.
You know, they're closer. And I have more of a base here. Now that I'm down on my knees with, you know, wide posture. But here, it's here, and then it's also here. There's stuff to do from here. And then there's a full closed half guard. Here, cross your ankles right here. Half guard, and there's stuff to start doing from here. Right? But for now, let's stick with that, just getting that foot extended.
So it would be this one.
So and as soon as you feel your feet going to the side, you switch your hips. Yes.
I wanted to do the other one.
So that's keeping your guard. And there's all kinds of other guards.
So many variations.
Sweeps.
This one rubber guard. Is that the one that the
that's Bravo. That's I would recommend doing that.
You gotta have some
You know,
flexibility.
if you're like a yoga guy, you know, you're into yoga and you got that flexibility. I was testing. It was a test for purple belt actually. There was a couple other guys that were testing. It was a test, you know, the whole class. And these guys have been drilling rubber guard, right? And it's just crazy. One guy's knee popped, right? Oh, so both the professors that were doing the test, they go over, they're like, oh man, you all right? Yada, yada, checking on him. And right after another guy knees popped, it was the fight team. They had been working on rubber guard.
Yeah.
Right.
Because rubber guard, your knees and your legs are in front of you, in between you and him, right?
It's this business here. It's almost like a setup for a triangle. Yeah. This here.
Okay.
All right.
But you're using this like to keep some space away from my hip and stuff.
Yeah, that to spin off, which actually I'm getting ready to show you guys something. But there's a technique. I mean, here we can start working on omoplata, and there's a one that's called a go-go plata. It's a choke where the shin actually comes in front and underneath your chin.
That one's no.
I'm not doing that today.
I think I saw
But-
Dave Diaz do that to a guy before. That
Yeah.
did not look fun.
Yeah. So a lot of flexibility for rubber guard and 10th plan and stuff. But yeah, I'm telling you, those two guys were tested. One right after the other. Their knee popped. The professor was like, oh man, I can't believe this is
Well, we're testing.
yeah. That's probably what it was. They were really trying hard
Yeah.
to show what they've been doing. They tried a little too hard. All right, let me show you guys an attack from the guard. So you're here, you're maintaining the guard, right? Let's say you manage to get here. I like to go here. His foot comes on the hip. And what I like to do is, to get this working, bite down on the back, and you got your knee in this armpit, right? And my hips, I'm moving out to an angle. I'm going here, right? I can use my foot to help make that angle. If I'm holding his shoulder and keeping this posture down, I can go underneath his here, right? So it'll help me get that spin. Maybe I'm keeping this arm, right? Here, get the spin, step over, right? And from here, I can end it here, or kick down and end it here. And what I'm doing, my heels are pinched to my hips, keep my knees together so he can't use his arm to push that way. It would be this one you want to get pushed. Yes. And you can start sitting back up there. Right? So here, right? And I keep my heels to the mat. And then once I have those, thumb up, and I'm gonna slightly push my hips to the ceiling and pull his arm to my chest. Right? And you see how far his arm is from the chest?
Yeah.
That's good position.
That's what creates
Here,
tension.
this is no good. Okay? First of all, his elbow is out. And then if you just like do a bicep curl, right? And push your elbow all the way to the mat. Here's out. Right? So at that point, you're just letting it go. and you're playing your guard. You're still playing your guard, right? So, keep the seat, open seat. So again, doing stage 1 stuff. I start getting this arm right here. I go here, right? Step over. I like doing that setup. But here, right? Got this arm, foot on the hip, help you spin. I'm using underhooking this leg to help me get this spin, this angle, right? My knee is in an armpit. I'm biting the back, stepping over, getting to here. Make sure you tap. Or you could push it down and end it here. And again, my knees are pitched, my heels are down and pinched to the mat. And this space, his arm is fully extended here. So I have all that space to lift my hips and pull his arm to my chest. Okay? So you guys give that one a shot. Take it easy, remember to tap. Just a little bit of pressure. You don't have to feel pain. You don't have to feel pain, but you know your arm is fully extended. And you feel the pressure on your joint. Let your partner know by tapping on them or tapping the mat loud enough they can hear it.
Yeah, so what's the first step here? He's trying to isolate this arm, right?
So let's go with this one. This arm is inside. So grab the arm.
So like you just start here kind of on me,
Yeah,
like I'm
let's
trying to
just
elbow
keep it
in or
simple.
something.
Yeah, keys. This one, you let this go. This one's going here. Underhook his leg. Alright, you see that? You feel that? And now you're ready to step over with this leg. Yes! Nice. And you can end it here. Push your hips up. Yep. Good. Make sure you tap there. And yes.
Nice.
Here, do it to me. When you secure this arm, they're attacking, okay? Underhook, step over. Good. Now don't push me. Well, okay, go ahead. Sorry. No, you're good. From here, now you can finish here. These are pinched and pulling to, you're like biting with your legs. Yes! And now you're ready to push to the ceiling with your hips. And the reason I said, so we'll go back. I was saying don't push me down yet because you can finish the arm bar with me still over on top.
Okay.
So go ahead and repeat the same thing. All right, this is here. And now step over, all right? And now grab the wrist with both hands. And up, yes, same thing. Same thing.
I just gotta get more flexible.
Yeah.
Isn't that how Tim Sylvia got his arm broke by Frank Mir? Didn't he have him in like the? It wasn't.
Yeah, it was an arm bar,
It was
but
just
he,
like
he
that.
had his elbow out, the defense.
Yeah.
He had his
Still
elbow
just
out.
snapped it.
But he broke through these two bones. Or one of them. I think it was both
You're
of them.
trying to put tension here, not here.
Right.
But it just was. That's how it was.
Yes. And
You
you
didn't
know,
even know, right? He's like trying to fight through it.
it was actually both of them that broke his arm. He's doing a bicep curl, trying to get his arm back. The other guy's using his hips and he's doing like 2 bicep curls, like a back pull, a row on his arm. So both of their strength on those 2 bones is what broke it.
Yeah, that's not one of your stronger
That,
bones.
yeah, that's not usually how it works.
Yeah.
It's the elbow.
Is where
You're attacking the joint. One thing that's holding is tendon ligament. You're taking two bones apart, you're stretching out and pulling the tendons and ligaments apart.
Yeah.
That's the idea. Alright? So let's see you do it with me, Jeff. That. Underhook the leg. Underhook. Yes. This goes into the armpit. Yep. Step over. And at this position, you still bite down. Bite down with your legs. Pull your hips to your heels. Don't extend. Curl your legs. Yes.
Okay. And then
Both hands. And now keep your legs curled, but then push your hips to the ceiling. So you push, that's good. Keep going, sit up. Scoot in, sit up, scoot in, sit up. Sit all the way up, sit all the way up. Scoot in. Yes. Now finish the arm bar. Hips up to the ceiling. Good. With that stage 3, you know how stage 3 comes down? This here,
yeah.
when you get that arm bar from your back, you're doing the same thing.
All right. So put the pressure on your shoulders and extend.
Yeah. Yep. Excellent. Excellent work. All right. So, you guys, work on that arm bar a few times, back and forth.
Do I go over the head then?
Yep.
All right.
Good. Bite your legs and then extend your and push your hips up to the elbow.
Do I gotta get? What am I doing with this arm?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just get around it.
Nothing for now. Good. Very good. Now go ahead, yep, just go ahead and finish from there. Yep, that's good. We'll work on the other one. We got time. We got time. One, yes. First one.
You're good. You sure?
And the second one. Yeah, make sure you tap. Yeah, just a little pressure. You don't have to make it hurt. You don't have to make it hurt.
No, that was more like a knuckle pop. Luckily.
Oh, scream it like that.
Excellent.
You wanna try again?
Yeah, I'll go again.
Yeah, you gotta keep going. You hear that ding. Excellent. Yep. Just keep pushing. Yep. Very good. Very good. Push your hips up to the ceiling. Beautiful work, guys. Awesome. Good stuff.